Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé, Season 10, Episode 11, For Richer or For Poorer. So we're just going to get on to it. It was an okay episode. Okay, we had some entertainment that I'll get to. So we're going to start this couple off with, we'll start with Nick and Devin. So we had our very first wedding of the season, kind of early, but we have our first wedding of the season, Nick and Devin. So last week when we saw Nick and Devin had a meltdown because of her wedding dress wasn't the way, her Korean wedding dress wasn't the way that she wanted. Excuse me. So she had a meltdown with her mother and they took it back and tried to get it refixed. This time it comes back the way she likes it. So she's happy. So her and Nick get married. Devin's father was like, we were a little concerned about Nick because of him calling her Piggy a lot. But after spending a few weeks with them, that he really loves Devin and all that. So we accept this and everything. So Nick and Devin, they get married. After they get married, they take a sunset helicopter ride that their parents surprised them with around town. And just came back to a bunch of small fireworks and everything. And it was just a beautiful moment. So Nick and Devin, they got married. Their 90 days are over already. I'm kind of surprised because this is like the earliest we've seen a wedding. and we're only at the halfway point of the season. So yeah, so that was Nick and Devin. Congratulations to Nick and Devin. We probably won't see them again until the tell-all, which will be in another 10 weeks, 10, 12 weeks. So yeah, that was Nick and Devin. Next couple I'm going to talk is Clayton and Annalie. Lord. Clayton and Annalie. Woo. Okay, so it was Annalie's idea to do this. They wanted to go to San Diego to meet Clayton's friend, Cameron, that he plays his video games on. And she wanted to get Clayton out of his shell, just out of that cramped mother's house and everything and whatnot. So they pack up and go to San Diego. They get to the airport and Clayton and Cameron just run to each other like they were a couple. It was a little, and Annalie is like, what in the world? He didn't run to me when he picked me up from the airport. And they just like, come on, he was like, give me a hug, bro. Like some bromance going on and everything. So they had their moment and stuff. It was cute, a little weird, but cute and stuff. So then later, he meets Annalie and everything. So then later they drop, Clayton and Annalie go to this like house like that they rented out. That was pretty nice and everything. And Annalie is just like, this is the kind of place that we should be living at, not that cramped claustrophobic place that we're staying at now and stuff. So later, Clayton and Annalie meet up with Cameron and his girlfriend, and they go out to eat and stuff. And they go out to eat and just talk and all that. And the waitress comes while they're out to eat, and Clayton's like, I'll have a Virgin Mary or something, a Virgin Bloody Mary or whatever, because I'm technically a virgin because me and my fiance haven't done it yet. And Annalie's just like, what? And Clayton and Cameron and his girlfriend like, okay. And Annalie was like really offended and really embarrassed. She was like, why is Clayton like telling everybody about our private life? Like that is private. Everywhere we go, he has to bring that up just to like criticize me and stuff and everything. So she got mad and she's like, we're leaving now. We are leaving now. So yeah, I did think that Clayton was out of line with that. And he really dismissed her that whole trip. He even when they were in the car coming from the airport to take them to their house that they were staying at, like Cameron and Clayton were talking, and then Clayton was like, "Oh, I almost forgot Annalie was even back there." He really dismissed his girl like during that trip. Clayton had asked Cameron to be his best man at the wedding, but he dismissed his girl and then offended her by telling her business like that. just because he hasn't been intimate yet. She don't want to be intimate. Y'all still filming. Like I said before, a couple weeks ago, y'all are still filming. She is, y'all living in a small bubble there. She is not going to be intimate with you. Like, I will not be intimate with somebody when I'm still getting filmed. When season's over, maybe after you get married, then maybe we'll do it when they quit filming us. But basically, because you know TLC will air it. They may not air it graphically, but they will air that we have done it, and I don't want that. So I think that's where Annalee's mindset is at, which I fully understand. But Clayton is just like, I don't know, he's just ready to do it. Speaking of ready to do it, let's talk freaking Sam and Citra. So Citra, she's very pretty, by the way. Very pretty. So Sam and Citra, they have their first night together. And, you know, Citra comes in, she meets Sam's dad and everything, and they talk about how Sam is going to be converting to a Muslim when Citra's father and sister come in. They're going to go to a mosque. And the father was just like, you know, I believe in aliens, like the old aliens and stuff. I'm kind of an atheist and believe in just in aliens and stuff. And we're just like, okay. So Sam and Citra, you know, they're staying in separate rooms because they cannot do anything. They can't even kiss. They can kiss on the cheek, but they cannot kiss on the lips until they are married. So they got to stay in separate rooms. Sam is kind of ready to go, and he's saying that Citra is too, but you know, they're really waiting until marriage. And so the next day they wake up and they go out and clean Sam's car, because Sam's car is a mess. He's been living in his car for a while and everything. So they pull up at this gas station. They go to a car wash first and then pull up at a gas station and clean everything out. And then, like, in the front compartment there, Sam has his important papers and stuff. Now, we know Sam has been in trouble with the law, and he didn't do his diversion. He didn't apply for his diversion and stuff, and he might be going to jail. So she asked him, are these papers like stuff for that diversion? And he was like, and he told her the truth. He was like, I don't know if I'm going to get the diversion. I didn't apply for it. And I'm just starting to think, if he didn't apply for the diversion, that would have got him off with nothing there, with no charge. He couldn't do that, but he had time to do the K-1 visa paperwork. Never mind. Never mind. So Sam tells Citra the truth about what he really did and stuff, and he was like, are you still gonna be with me? And she was like, you might be going to jail. Like, I don't know. Like, and plus, you still got to tell my father. I lied to my father because I thought, because I just went off of you said, and you lied to me. So now I lied to my father. So now he's going to be upset when he comes, and it's just not going to be good. Now I think I want to go back to Indonesia. And so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know on that one. I just really don't know, because he should. I mean, I appreciate his honesty, but man, oh man, oh man, man, oh man, oh man. So yeah, that was Sam and Citra. Next couple I want to talk is Gina and Jasmine. Now, Gina and Jasmine, they flew to Miami to have like a little getaway and stuff. They're on the beach, and you know, Jasmine is like showing off her full body, her fake body and stuff. And you know, Gina is getting aroused by it and everything, like rubbing cream all over her and everything, and still not knowing that the ex-boyfriend Dane paid for her butt implants and everything. So Gina and Jasmine get to talking, and Jasmine's talking about, oh, Gina, let's get married here and stuff. But if we get married, well, what would you say if I don't want your family coming here? And we just like, what? She's like, your family has been nothing but negative and everything. And Gina's like, it's my family, and I have a say over that, and they're coming to my wedding. and everything. And Jasmine was so gun-ho about it, but she's like, look, I'll give them one more chance, but if they criticize me one more time, I'm just going to say screw them, F them, and, beat them up or whatever. And I thought that was very disrespectful, because who are you to come in and say my family is not allowed to come to my wedding? Like who do you think you are to say that my family is not allowed to come to my wedding? Like, for real. Now, I don't know TLC producers like egg that on, but come on, you can't make this stuff up. Who says that? Like, who says that to their partner, saying that your family can't come to the wedding? That's messed up. That is real messed up. Like whatever, Jasmine. And Gina's just like, yeah, you don't get to say on that. I have a say on that, and my family's coming, whatever. And okay, and that was it that we seen out of Gina and Jasmine. Next couple was Ashley and Manuel. Ashley went wedding, and keep them short because you already know how I feel about them. Ashley and Manuel. Ashley went wedding dress shopping with her mom and sister. The mom was like, what's going on here? You guys make love, then you fight, make love and fight, and what's going on? And Ashley talking about, I never had been with somebody that had this much chemistry and stuff. But we're like he runs away a lot and stuff. So the mom was like, I want to meet with him to talk to him one-on-one. So Ashley goes back home and tells Manuel the mom wants to meet with him. And he said, okay. So they go to this little restaurant, and Ashley's mom and Manuel have a talk. And the mom said, like, you're running away with all your problems. And Manuel was like, yeah, that's just how I handle them. I'm sorry. And everything. Do you guys really want to get married? And he's like, yes. So the mom was like, I like him, but I don't trust him. So we'll just see how that plays out. So yeah, that was Ashley and Manuel. And the last couple on the talk is this freaking train wreck. This entitled dude and entitled girl. I am mad at both on this couple, Rob and Sophie. So we start out with Rob and Sophie. Rob and Sophie waking up, and she asked Rob if she's frustrated living in that small little place that has no bathroom, no kitchen, no nothing really. And she was saying that she wants like a duvet bay. I don't know how you say it. I don't even know what that was anyway. Like when Pillow Talk, David said that it's like a recliner type that they use in the airports or whatever. And still didn't even know what it was. And she asked Rob, can he get one? And Rob is just like gave her attitude and stuff. And it just turned into a big argument and stuff. Like, I just woke up and you want something. Like, give me an hour at least and everything. And so he's like, I don't want you. You're always yelling at me. Run. Like, I just ask you for one thing. And you're giving me attitude. He's just like, I'm just waking up and you always want something and everything. And she's like, just go to work. I don't want you around me when I'm talking to you, when you're yelling and stuff. Like, it was just a mess. Like, all they do is just scream at each other. Both of them. So they go out to eat later. They talk and kind of make up a little bit. But then later, they go to a sex shop. And they go to a sex shop. They meet with the store, with the clerks and stuff. And they take them around. And, they find all those sexual toys and what they can do and all that, whatever. Well, this is where things got a little bit messy. While they were at the sex shop and one of the clerks were helping them, after they were done, the clerk had asked told both of them that they were like, listen, both of you guys are really hot. Do you guys know that? And they were like, oh, thanks. And then the girl was like in the store, she was like, since y'all are here, like, are y'all interested in trying something different and stuff? And Rob and Sophie were like, what? And everything. And Rob looked at Sophie. He's like, that's your world, not mine. And Sophie got so mad at Rob. She's like, no, it's your world. Like, what do you? And Rob was like, no, like, she talking to you, I think. And the girl was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. And then she looked at Rob and turned everything back on Rob and was like, and was like, and then started screaming at him. She was like, "You should have said no. I'm about to get married. You should have said." It felt like Sophie was trapping and was kind of setting Rob up in a way. And she was like, you didn't say anything. You should have said, oh, I'm about to get married. I don't think I would want to do that and stuff. Like, and Rob was like, what am I supposed to say? I didn't say anything. Like, how are you blaming me? Like, this is something you probably want to do. Like, you know how I feel about it and stuff. And Sophie just went back and forth around, and yeah, but you didn't say nothing. You should have said something right away and everything. And then, like, Rob was just like, how in the world did this get turned on me? And they just started screaming at each other again inside the sex shop and everything in public in front of everybody. The girl who started it was just like, oops, look what I started, basically. And they just like, like they bring out the worst in each other. Like Sophie's yelling, Rob's yelling. They're not the best couple. They're actually the worst couple of the season, in my opinion, because for them to be acting that way in public, even at a sex shop, like, come on now. That's just ridiculous. And so, like, and then here's another thing. What if it was a setup or not? I'm going to talk about the girl who asked him that. Now, you on the clock. Now, I know you working at a sex shop, but you're still on the clock. And in every paperwork, every orientation that you have to do when you apply for a job, they train you on workplace violence and workplace harassment and stuff, and people making like sexual comments and harassment comments, harassment moves and stuff. That is in your trainings, like when you first get the job. For that girl to be asking that couple that she should be fired. I mean, where in the world is HR at? Like, where's the manager? Where's HR at? She should be fired for that, because that is inappropriate. It's inappropriate to do that to clients and to random people. You're still on the clock, and then not only that, you caused a big commotion. Anyway, so now not only you just did some harassment, you also let people fight in your store. So you that girl, I hope she still has her job there, because if I would have seen that, she would have been fired. She would have been fired, in my opinion, because yeah, just saying. So yeah, Rob and Sophie, all they're doing is just screaming and hollering at each other. They're just screaming over Dubove or whatever that was, and then like Rob not saying nothing. Like I was like, I'm not, like, at first I was team Sophie, but in this episode, like Sophie showed her true colors, and now I'm not either team, because I thought Sophie was actually out of line. Like at the sex shop, I thought like what she did was wrong, and how like she turned it on Rob and stuff and everything. And yeah, so I think Sophie was wrong in that situation. So now she's been hanging around Rob too much. Now some of her anger has gone off on her. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. We didn't see Nikki and Justin in this episode. Thank God. And that is it for this year, 90 Day Fiancé. We will not be seeing 90 Day Fiancé for 3 weeks. We have a 2-week, it'll be offered for the next 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's. And it'll be back on the 8th, I believe. Is it the 8th or the 7th? The 7th, I mean. So January 7th is when we'll have the next episode of 90 Day Fiancé. They did a still to come. And so basically we're at the mid-season finale, basically. And we have a still to come moments. We're going to be seeing Jasmine tell the truth about her butt implants, the rest of the money coming from the ex-boyfriend. We're going to see Clayton and Annalie possibly break up the day before their wedding. We're going to see Ashley and Manuel have rain on their wedding day. We're going to see Nikki and Justin break up and continue to fight the way they've been fighting. We're going to see Sam and Citra Sam tells Citra's father about him not doing the diversion and everything. So we got a lot to see. So January 7th is when we will continue 90 Day Fiancé. So be on the lookout for that. I think the next 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's, they're going to have like a special pillow talk, holiday pillow talk and stuff. So we'll just watch that. But yeah, I'm kind of sad we're going to be out for a couple weeks because that's pretty long. And, 90 Day Fiancé is pretty long as it is. And so to have like 2 weeks off, maybe it's okay. It's a nice break, but still. So anyway, I'll be back on tomorrow to recap the part 3 of the Other Way Tell All. I can't wait to see that. So then same thing. Now at least we will see after the Other Way Tell All on New Year's Day on the 1st. We will see the premiere of The Single Life. So be on the lookout for that. So I'll be back on tomorrow to recap The Other Way, and then do Catfish and Married at First Sight. And then this is the last week. Then I'm possibly off for the rest of the year. I'm going to take off the rest of the year, and I will see y'all again in the new year. Until then, y'all stay safe, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Have a good one.